Hi, my name is Sheila Hill, an intuitive life coach and a spiritual guide. Today I wanted to talk about something that's come up in my sessions quite often around the parent-child relationship. Now, I'm not going to be talking about the parent and inner child, the reparenting of the inner child. That's in another video. This one is about our actual incarnated human parent-child relationships. Adults that have sort of that tug-of-war situation with their elderly parents, where we are parents ourselves to teens and children, the way that all of the sort of human distortions around parenting is played out in our human reality. So I have lots and lots and lots of client stories where they're either having issues with their children, issues with their grown children, issues with their mom, issues with their dad. And these issues always tend to come back to the same dynamic. And it's the energetic parenting template. Let me explain. So when someone deems themselves to be the parent, they are taking on an energetic role as the authority, the knowing, the person that is the giver of the information and wisdom. When that person comes in that field of energy as the parent, the other person that is involved in that interaction must then, in order to balance out the energetic exchange, come in as the child. Now, here's where things get interesting. When you are the parent, actual legal guardian, parent, adult in the situation, and you come in as the parent, whoever you are parenting must then come in as the child. But then the dynamic can work the other way too, in that when you behave like a child, when you are ranting, tantruming, exhibiting yourself through your wounds and trauma rather than through your higher wisdom and your consciousness awareness, then you're coming in as the child, which will make your child come in as the parent. Because the dynamic always has to be balanced. When you as an adult go to your parent or call your parent or feel that you need advice or you want to talk to your mom or you want to get advice from your dad or whatever, regardless of the age dynamic, if you come in as the child seeking guidance from someone that you perceive through your programming, through your experience, someone that is an authority figure, i.e. your mom or your dad, regardless of their age, you could be 50 and your mom or dad's 75. If you're coming in as the child, then you automatically push that person into the parent role. Now, if the parent is someone whose egoic aspect is deeply programmed in their knowingness and I'm the parent and this is my position and that kind of thing, then them always approaching you from the perspective of being the parent means that you are always being pushed into behaving, thinking, and holding in the energy field of being the child. So, my advice to you, if you can kind of go, oh yeah, that's me, and that is also me, or any one of those, then my advice to you then to move forward is to stop with the parent-child dynamic. Regardless of how old your parent might be, how old you are, or how old your child might be, parent from the place of conscious awareness, which really means not really parenting at all. Now, I don't want to get eaten in the comments. There's still always a role to play depending on the age of your child that you still need to parent. I'm talking about this as a larger, broader concept and probably with children that are, whatever, I don't know, 14 and up or something. I didn't really think about the actual age. When we consider that each and every one of us that is here having this human experience is a soul in a human body having an evolution journey that is unique and specific to our individual soul, how on earth could you ever perceive to presume that you know better for someone other than yourself, when you don't even know for yourself what's going on, that you could project your knowing or your wisdom or your experience or your beliefs onto someone else's journey. So when you can see through the lens of consciousness that your children are sovereign beings, souls that are here incarnated in human form, that chose to come through you but not of you, to have their own unique journey, then we level out, we harmonize this parent-child dynamic. We bring into balance that this dynamic of power struggle and not really meeting each other where each other needs to be met can then be brought into balance, where you can trust that your child, or that you or your parent is always being served, that they are always being loved and guided, that their journey is unique, and how could you possibly know what it is that is the right thing for them? Sometimes from our human perspective, the thing that looks like absolutely the worst thing that could happen to someone, and you want to make them know that and make it stop, is the one piece that is going to be the most evolutionary in their human journey as far as them learning and evolving and growing. So the topic of parenting comes up often, as I said before, either adults having issues with their parents who perhaps have old school beliefs that they must be the parent, or people that have children of their own in varying ages where not sort of managing their every single move and every decision is sort of where you're at, and you're trying to figure out where to meet them and how to meet them. Meet them from a place of consciousness, because if you show up as a parent, they will always show up as a child. If you show up as a sovereign being having a human experience that is not necessarily all-knowing, but you are there as someone to support them and guide them and remind them that they have within them the ability to make decisions and that you trust them to do so, you will begin to harmonize and meet them shoulder to shoulder, where there is a mutual respect and a mutual playing ground for you to both explore your own individual journeys together. I will leave you with that to consider. Have a wonderful day. Until next time, much love. Bye-bye.